In this sport, you don't wait for judges to decide your fate. TenexToken puts you in control. Stake instantly, speculate discreetly, and keep your moves private. TenexToken. Play smart, play discreet. Coogan Cassius, IFLTV here at the Night to Remember event here in Grosvenor House. I'm joined by Arsenal legend, Paul Merson.
Thank you.
How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Good.
Yeah?
I ain't got a black suit though.
That's all right. You're Paul Merson.
No, that ain't right, but I ain't got one. I made an effort.
You remember Bentley back in the day at Arsenal. He was being called the next Dennis Bergkamp. I'm an Arsenal fan. Didn't quite happen for him. Obviously, he went over to Tottenham, but now he's trying the boxing. What do you make of it all?
Yeah, I didn't call him the next Dennis Bergkamp. Believe me, I didn't. But no, fair play. I have utmost respect for these lads tonight. To go out, put themselves out. We all know boxing from a distance. You know how hard it is to box and to train, and to do it for charity is some doing. You know what I mean? Where these lads are putting themselves through it. So I have the utmost respect for these lads tonight.
Have you ever considered doing this yourself?
You know what? I used to fancy myself as a boxer, but my nose is too big, so I can't. Yeah, I'm too old now. I've gone past it. But I would have loved to have a try just to see what the training's like and how hard it is. Because when you get in that ring, it's a lot different to when you're training. When someone hits you on the chin, different game.
How big of a boxing fan are you, Paul?
I grew up on Mike Tyson. You know, used to get in at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and watch people run around the ring to get away from him. So, yeah, I was there when Alan Minter got well beat as well, Marvin Hagler and things like that. So, yeah, I've been a boxing fan, but there's so many boxing fights now, I don't really keep up to date that much now.
Benn-Eubank?
Benn-Eubanks, and the great boxers they were, all of them the middleweights, they were all unbelievable. Watson, Collins, that was, them fights were amazing fights.
Just got a couple of questions as an Arsenal fan to ask you.
They're winning 1-0.
I know, I just saw.
Yeah.
I had my first season ticket in '95, Bruce Rioch's first season, so obviously all the way through that era. But who was the best player you played with at Arsenal? Because there's a couple of options here for me. But
well, there isn't any for me. I thought this lad was head and shoulders. I never played with anybody in anywhere near him, and that was Dennis Bergkamp. Yeah, phenomenal. I didn't play with Thierry Henry. I played against Thierry Henry, but Dennis Bergkamp for me was by far the best player I ever played with.
Head of righty, yeah?
Yeah, I love righty. I absolutely love righty. Different kind of player, but yeah, righty probably a better player. Dennis a better footballer.
Do you know what? I was reading some newspaper reports from 30 years ago. They come up on my timeline where I think, I'm not going to name the papers, but they were calling, I think it was Stuart Pearce actually that called Dennis Bergkamp a waste of money back then at $7.5 million, because we signed Platt as well at $4 million, but $7.5 million was a waste of money. That was what was being written about Dennis Bergkamp.
You know what, I'm not making comment because I said that De Bruyne was a waste of money when he went to Man City. So I'm keeping hush on that one. Yeah, I'm keeping hush. Yeah, honestly, when he first came, he took 7 games. Southampton
4-2. Yeah.
When he hit the volley and it bounced in the corner and then he gets a worldie. Then he went from there. But honestly, we used to think at Arsenal, how have Inter Milan let him go? They must be some team. That's how good he was.
You got to play with Kevin Campbell as well. God rest his soul.
Oh, God bless him. Kev. They weren't called Rambo for nothing. He was as strong as an ox. The biggest compliment I can pay Kev, gentleman. Absolute gentleman, no one had a bad word to say about him. Yeah, just a top bloke, and you wouldn't want to mark him. He was unbelievable for me. I love playing with Kev. He made my job very easy.
I know you've had other teams, but for me, you'll always be, you'll be a bit Arsenal.
Yeah, that's where I played. I played there for 14 years. I come to these things. I'm on Sky. It's because I played for Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? I played at one of the top teams in the world of football. So always be in my heart. Always.
Last question. There's a right back at Arsenal that I asked loads of Arsenal fans about that no one's ever heard of, but I know you'll remember him. Paul Merson.
Yeah.
Remember him?
Yeah.
Norwegian right back.
Yeah.
when I mention it, everyone's like, who was that?
Well, you can imagine what George thinks when you mention him. I mean, he goes like that. So I think that he was the lad, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was the one. Yeah, I remember him. Yeah, strong as an ox. Yeah, but yeah, I think we're always remembering more with what happened with the gaffer.
Yeah. I don't suppose you expected to be asked about Paul Merson tonight.
Absolutely not. And don't ask George Graham if he's here neither.
Paul Merson, pleasure. Thank you very much. God bless you. In this sport, you don't wait for judges to decide your fate. TenexToken puts you in control. Stake instantly, speculate discreetly, and keep your moves private. Register now for your share of the $250,000 prize pool. Multiple winners, bigger chances. TenexToken.io. Terms and conditions apply.